Hi there, my name is Friðriksson and we are gonna be talking today about what you can do on the south coast of Iceland. Welcome to the Guide of Iceland.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
First thing on your list is probably gonna be Blue Lagoon, the Golden Circle. Blue Lagoon is the first thing or the last thing you can do when you come to the country, and you can do something in between, but still it's the thing that's closest to the airport, like 15-minute drive from the airport. On one hand, this place is so stunning. It's basically a wastewater from geothermal plant in Grindavík. Looks very good, it's very Instagram friendly. On the other hand, a single ticket to the Blue Lagoon costs you probably around like 50 USD. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see. I'm not gonna go too deep into these famous touristic places. Like all the places on the south coast are probably the most famous in Iceland. So when you start your drive from Reykjavík, the first town after going out of town, the first small town you come to is basically Hveragerði. The case with Hveragerði is usually that people drive through it or just buy something, but if you hike up into the mountains you can go to a hot river spring. To the hot river spring is a decent hike, so you need to walk for a bit. There are like two streams that come together. One is hot, one is cold. Exactly where they come together is my like sweet spot. It also depends on how hot the water is, but if you want to get hot water you just walk upstream. If you want to get colder water or hot tub, you walk downstream. This is what people do if they don't have much time in Iceland. Let's go to Blue Lagoon and go to this Golden Circle. In the Golden Circle you have Geysir, you have Gullfoss, you have Þingvellir. If you can only do that, then that's fine, but I would recommend trying to do some other things as well, because these three are probably, with the Blue Lagoon, are probably around most touristic you can get in Iceland. So let's just start off what's closest to the city. It's Þingvellir. Þingvellir was the site of an annual parliament of Iceland from 930 AD to 798 AD. At that point, the parliament moved indoors to Reykjavík. Þingvellir is now a national park. The park lies in like a rift valley between two tectonic plates, North America and the Europe tectonic plates. So you can basically be standing on two continents at once. You can even go like scuba diving in a river there, which is one of the clearest rivers in the world. It's a glacier water, and you can be swimming in between two tectonic plates. Next one on the list is Geysers, but what it's mostly known for is little brother's Strokkur. It's a geyser, but it's a much smaller geyser than Geysir is. In fact, Geysir can blow up 10 times the height of Strokkur, but Geysir is rarely active right now, so Gullfoss as well. Gullfoss is one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world. It's very surreal, the feeling you get when you go to Gullfoss, because the power of the waterfall is so much. The water that goes down that waterfall is 150 cubic meters per second. Now we have all the touristic places out of the way. I mean, these next places are touristic, but not the Golden Circle touristic. You'll know what I mean when you get here to Iceland. Now when we move further and further on the south coast, we can see so many waterfalls. Seljalandafoss, Gljúfrabúi and Skógarfoss. But we have so many waterfalls, I really don't want to talk too much about it. When you're going on the south coast, for me the ticket items for the south coast is Reynisfjara, which is like black sand beach, which is sometimes called Chinese takeaway because we get so many Chinese tourists here that don't watch out too much for the waves, because I don't know, it's something about the beach itself where the waves can be so far away, so big, but then 5 seconds later the waves have just taken you out to the sea. the airplane. This one is not as important because it's basically just an airplane in a black sand desert, and if you like that, then perfect. It's quite the hike though. It's not a hike, it's a walk, but you have nothing to see for 3 kilometers. You basically just see the plane when you're on the plane. It's in like small valley, but you can get some nice pictures there if you're for that contrast very nicely because of the black sand beach. And Fjarðarárgljúfur is one of the places that I like a lot. I've heard though they are planning to close it down, so if it's not closed when you get to Iceland, I would recommend going to that. And that's basically just in a small town called Kirkjubæjarklaustur. Now as we move more to the east on the south coast, we have Skaftafell. This is a place where I recommend staying a night. You can park there. I would recommend like using your whole day for all the things. Getting there very late because there's little to nothing to see on the way. Plus, if you're not comfortable driving on Icelandic roads because we have so many one-way bridges, it would be perfect to drive probably a bit later when it's less traffic because there will be some one-way bridges on the way to Skaftafell. And usually when I go to Skaftafell, I'll just stay the night. Next day, wake up very early, and then I can walk to the waterfall. Or this is more important. You can just walk to the glacier. You can walk 2 ways. You can either walk to the root of the glacier, and I would not recommend trying to get onto the glacier. We have tried it before, but it's very sketchy, so we did not go through with it. If you want to get onto the glacier, you need to take the high road. You'll know what I mean when you get there. Walk up a bit of a hill. It's probably around, I would guess this is like an hour hike probably to get onto the glacier. Then you can drive straight to Diamond Beach and Jökulsárlón, and these places are like, if you go on the south coast and you're gonna go further than the Jökulsárlón, it's basically a must-see because Jökulsárlón and Diamond Beach are like Jökulsárlón, Diamond Beach, and you drive in between it and you can see it from your car windows. So just if you can just stop for like 5 minutes, it's gonna be no time out of your way basically of your trip just to stop. You can stop for a piss and just check it out. The thing with Diamond Beach is though, it's gonna be more lively in the winter because the ice melts less quickly. But even then, in the summer it can be like a lot more ice on the beach. But it kind of depends on when you come and when there has been a glacier break off. It's kind of luck if you want to say it. Because the last time we went to the Diamond Beach, there were no ice on the beach. But the last year when I went on it, it was like filled with ice, even though it was July. So just bear that in mind if you don't see any ice chunks on the beach. But I would say the main attraction would be Jökulsárlón, and that's yeah, you can get some nice photos there as well. Well, this list is not absolute, but this might be something for you to be able to start planning your trip better.